Right then, everyone. Sincere apologies for our issues that I was with Discord. I'm back with you now. Hopefully you can hear me. And I rejoin you in the middle of what looks like a very entertaining battle for 5th position. Elliot Dontairs in a bit of trouble here. He's got Josh Martin behind him, who's managed to claw his way past both of the last brothers, who themselves have swapped over. Aaron ahead of Joel, and now Elliot Dontairs off the road on together. Elliot gets it all rocked and stone corner. Understeers off, and Josh Martin's gone with him. What on earth is going on? Josh Martin suddenly losing concentration as well. I don't know what that was all about. Nicky Taylor still leads, Eric Axelson second, Andy Dorman third, and Carl Felder's fourth. Nothing's changed there, but now it is Aaron Lass up into the top 5 on his first ever start here at VRRC, and Aaron Lass is inside the top 5. That's an incredible achievement, and let's wait and see whether or not he's going to be able to stay there to the flag. But he's way actually out of the next group behind him, who themselves continue to battle. Elliot Dontairs is back into 6th place now, ahead of his teammate Joel Lask, who's now side by side with Craig Curtis. Those two going wheel to wheel. Josh Martin suddenly at the tail end of this group again. Head down the Wellington Straight. It has all kicked off inside the final now 3.5 minutes of racing. Now towards the braking zone of Oulton goes Aaron Lass. Surely you can't catch Carl Felder. Well, in the first sector, he was 4/10 quicker than Felder in sector 1. Aaron Lass is flying. Yes, I know he's not carrying any balance, but that is still very impressive for him to have been able to run that sort of pace. So Aaron Lass then down towards Cops. His way all back into the car, stepping out there as he turns through the quick right-hander. Heads for Maggots and Beckett's again. And, well, Carl Felder is going to be suddenly watching his mirrors with a little bit of concern, maybe. There goes Lass, followed by Dontairs, followed by Joel Lass, Josh Martin, and Craig Curtis back at the time. Entirely sure Josh Martin there, gaining and then losing time pretty instantaneously, really. But anyway, we're heading down towards the right-hander at Stowe. Joel Lass middle sector should be, sorry, Aaron Lass middle sector should be in now, and he is a tenth lower than Carl Felder's that time. Just back out again ever so slightly. Club Dontairs starting to close back in again, so Elliot already looking likely to lose second place in the championship. Now sitting out of the top 5 of this race altogether. Through the quick right-hander and Abbey. Lap time for Aaron Lass, 2:04.5, and it was a 2:04.8 for Felder. Felder was 3/10 quicker. Most of that gain in sector 1 at the end. Again, but hopefully they're going to come back soon. We can obviously see the conclusion of this battle in the closing stages. Both of the Lasks and Dontairs in the first sectors here as they push on to try and catch Felder. Felder was 3/10 gain in the first sector there by Aaron Lass. Dontairs was quicker than him. That was close up like as they hit through the long right-hander there in the field. It's a quick right-hander. Out easily in these cars. Really at Woodcote. Towards Cops Corner, which is anything but flat out, really. At the head of the field, you can see Nicky Taylor 2.7 seconds clear of Eric Axelson, who's 6/10 upon Dorman. That doesn't look likely to change. Felder's 4th position. Middle sector ends just on the exit of this sequence of corners. So, see in a moment what that sector time is like. That was Dontairs off the road. Towards Chapel. Is that middle sector quicker for Aaron Lass of 55.3, plays a 55.8. Yes, he's definitely catching Carl Felder's here. Doesn't have the pace tonight, does he? At all. Aaron Lass using the curb there, just to help turn the car. Now, race leader Nicky Taylor starts the final lap, and he has got a whole sea of back markers to lap here. This is not a good part of the circuit to be catching them either. That was Sam Milner, followed by Kenny Press, and then John Jones to be overtaken. Kenny Press doesn't exactly jump out of the way, and we know John Jones isn't going to move out of the way either. Out wide in the end goes Press. John Jones is now on the inside line, heading into the loop, but he's contesting the position. He just leave Nicky a bit of space on corner exit there. Definitely gaining some time through that sequence of corners there. He'll now be able to pass those two down the straight, you would imagine, and in the braking zone into Brooklyn, so that's worked a lot better for Axelson. I don't think Nicky Taylor will take 6 seconds to good still, and now has clear track by the looks of it to the flag. He's not going to catch the Chris Blakey car that is some 20 seconds further up the road. So Taylor should now just be able to bring this one home to claim a race victory for Nicky. It will be third victory of the season. Many drivers have got really more than 2 wins this season. We've had 2 wins for Carl Felmus. We've had 1 win for Dalton Ayres. 3 for Jay Warren. I think Jay's had more wins than anybody else, hasn't he? So Nicky's going to join Jay now on 3 victories. If he could win the final race later on, he would have more wins than anybody else this season. What's been a very competitive championship, as you said. Carl Felmus has ended up wrapping it up a week early, but that was only through sheer consistency. He's not actually been the quickest driver on the grid for many of the last few weeks, and there have been a selection of drivers who have held that mantle at one time or another. Kyle arguably held it in the first round when he did manage to get a win. Nicky Taylor has been the man of the moment, really. Last couple of rounds. He didn't win a race last week. He did both of the previous events. Here at Silverstone, he was to net himself another big victory. Nicky Taylor will come out of Club Corner. He will see the checkered flag first, and he will win for a 3rd time this season. Nicky Taylor victorious here at Silverstone. 2nd place goes to Eric Atkinson. Andy Dorman is on the podium for the 3rd time this season. Brilliant effort that from Andy. After what was actually a bit of a disappointing round last time. That is Kenny Press having a spin just in front of Carl Felmus, who only ended on Aaron last the 2nd margin. Flag. John last 7th, and Josh Martin in 8th. Ben Smith, meanwhile, 8.5 seconds up the road from Paul Laramie. Well, he said that you might see him a bit closer to the rest of the pack than normal. He's sort of right. He is only 8.5 seconds up the road. Usually he's got a bigger margin than that, but if the championship wasn't already secure, this victory is going to solidify now. Ben Smith less than half a lap away from home, and the race win and the championship win heading his way. Paul Laramie looks destined for second. And Chris Blakey should come home with another podium. That's been the way, really, in recent races. In fact, in the 2 races last week, it was the same order in both of them. Smith winning, Laramie 2nd, Blakey 3rd. They did it in the first race, actually, the week before that as well. Quite a few times that's been the running order at the flag. He's weaving in celebration already as he heads down the straight. And Ben Smith turns his way through Stone Corner. And there we go, nice little tail slide in celebrate too early, Ben. You are only 8.5 seconds up the road. That's just about close enough for Paul Laramie. With a spin could handle the victory on the plate, but Ben Smith displayed some good car control already this season, and he's bringing that Porsche Cayman GT4 out on the final turn now. Heads for the checkered flag, and he will claim victory in the Cayman class here at Silverstone. Another win for Ben Smith, another 2nd place finish for Paul Laramie, and it will eventually be another 3rd place finish for Chris Blakey. Across the line goes Laramie. 2nd place for the championship now pretty secure for him, and Chris Blakey getting lapped actually whilst the Cup cars are on their in lap. I hope he doesn't think the race is over, because it's actually not over yet for him. He hasn't yet seen the checkered flag. Chris Blakey will eventually head home 27 to claim the 3rd position. So that is our first race of the evening then here at Silverstone. We'll be back with all of the reaction from our podium drivers in just a moment's time. So race one in the books here at Silverstone. Then we've got six happy drivers ready to have a chat with us, including our race winner Nicky Taylor, who didn't quite take a lights for flag victory because he had to start from the second row of the grid. But Nicky, it didn't take you long to get past those two who appeared in front of you on the grid. Had to fend off a bit of pressure there from Eric in the early stages, but once you got away, it never looked in doubt.
Yeah, I just kind of got down and tried to do as quick or as close to my poly laps as possible. And yeah, it started off a bit slow, like I was about 5 or 6 tenths off them, and then yeah, by the end I think I'd done about 5 or 6 laps that were within a 10 of my poly lap.
Yeah, impressive, relentless pace really after that, and important, as we said, that championship battle as you're trying to claim second place in the points. Elliot didn't have such a good race there, but we've seen in the past, haven't we, reverse grid races can change a lot, so looking forward to this one.
I don't really know, to be fair, because my luck more often than not in this has been get up quite high and then get spun out. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, it's nice to actually win a race on track for once and on merit in this championship. Because I think I've won one or two from penalties happening, which is nice. It's not really the way you want to win a race. So yeah, it's nice to come away and win one on road, and yeah, through the reverse grid, it's just going to be trying to pick my way through. Luckily enough, Silverstone is quite wide, so we might be able to find some spaces, but yeah, we'll just see how it goes.
Well, that was your third win. However, they've come this season. A fourth would be more than anybody else if you can achieve that. So might take some doing. But the very best of luck with that, Nicky. We'll hopefully see you again after race two.
Be so.
Nicky Taylor himself a race win. Second place for Eric Axelson. Eric, you gave him a bit of a hard time in the early laps, and then there suddenly seemed to be a moment where that gap opened up. Was that a mistake from you, or was that just Nicky finding a bit of extra speed?
I had a great start, and I felt like I could, stay with Nicky for the first laps there. It felt great, and I felt really fast. And then I don't know if you caught it on stream, but I almost spun myself out into T1, and so I lost some time there, and also I got out of slipstream. So. After that, I lost some pace, to be honest, and started to look in my rear view mirrors as well. So yeah. Until then, it felt good.
Yeah, we caught the end of that moment, I think. We were having some technical issues, so we only just caught the end of the moment. So I didn't realise how close you'd come to losing control, but a shame that you dropped back. You mentioned the slipstream actually there. I'm surprised to hear that makes as much of a difference in these cars. Not a huge difference, but obviously you felt that was slowing you down when you dropped back.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, it's not huge, but I think, especially on the how do you say, like we're driving on the edge, and any slipstream makes a difference really, and hats off to Nicky. He was so fast. He must have held the quality pace there for almost the whole race. So yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, well, not bad for yourself either, Eric. Another podium finish. You've made a habit of those in the second half of the season. Hopefully one more to come a little bit later on.
Again.
So that was Eric Axelson in the Cup class. Third place, though, goes to Andy Dorman. It's a third appearance, on podium this season for Andy. And Andy, I don't know what it is about Silverstone, but it's brought out the best in you, hasn't it?
Yeah, that was a good fun race, wasn't it?
Not bad at all. Talk us through it from your perspective then, because you really were in the thick of the battle there, part of the race.
Yeah, I kept pushing a bit too hard and lighting the rear wheels up, coming out some of the corners and losing a couple of tenths on Eric, and then having to try and catch it back up. It's really difficult to try and make the time up around here.
Why is it you think then that Silverstone is favouring you? You've had a couple of nights where you've been quick, but you look particularly
yeah, suits well, I think.
What is it the high speed stuff that you enjoy? Hello. We will move on. Thank you. So here are some technical questions on you have
13.
Yeah, yeah.
No worries, mate.
Egg.
I am back with you, hopefully, for the duration now. 18 minutes to go in our second race tonight. And Rich informs me that all hell has been breaking loose, as you would expect, really, from an end-of-season reverse grid race. Josh Martin's leading, which sort of, well, he was. Yes, he's leading, I think. Andy Dawson briefly clinching to the front. It is Josh Martin leading. Elliot Dawson there second, and Nicky Taylor third. There's ahead of Nicky Taylor, but not by enough to get in that second place in the championship match. So at the moment, Nicky Taylor still on course for P2, but Josh Martin, winless so far this season, leads the way with just over half the race to go. He's desperately trying to hang on to that if he can. Meanwhile, further back, Eric Axel's on the podium in race 1, only 7th at the moment in race 2. As a result of some of that aforementioned carnage, but he's trying to improve upon that and have a go at Andy Carroll here, heading toward Beckett's corner, using lots of that inside curve there, which in real life, I'm not convinced you get away with Sim. Just about okay. Out towards the hangar straight they go, and Axel's particularly good there. Safe all the time being in P6. It's Lask brothers next. Joel ahead of Aaron and Ken Kogashiwa to the top 10. It is not, I repeat, not Ben Smith leading the way. It is actually Kenny Press leading the way by 6.7 seconds. Well, there has been some carnage, hasn't it? Paul Larrabee second and Ben Smith 2.1 seconds further back in the third. So that is a very interesting running order in the Cayman class. Kenny Press, whose best results so far this season has been a couple of fourth place finishes, leads the way by a fairly healthy margin. There is Larrabee second, and Ben Smith doing his best to try and close in third position. So interesting stuff within the Cayman GT3 class. Larrabee pushing hard. They can see the weight transfer of the car heading through that chicane. Meanwhile, Andy Carroll, sixth position. Eric Axelson on his tail. Places the best that he can do. Meanwhile, Nicky Taylor in second position. Where's Josh Martin? Josh Martin's down to fifth. Oh, Josh, what have you done? What have you done? He was leading by a decent margin, and suddenly he is down to fifth position. So Dalton leads, Taylor second, Dorman third, Felvers fourth. Josh Martin is shot at a race victory, presumably now gone, and I'm going to immediately pretend that I hadn't just picked that possibility up and moved swiftly on. So what we do have now is a good battle for the lead between Dalton Ayres and Nicky Taylor. Nicky Taylor, as I said, if he wins this race, it'll be a fourth victory of the season. That's more than any other driver will have achieved. Both have tied on 3 wins with Jay Warren out tonight, so no chance of him improving on that tally. Nicky Taylor now suddenly has a real opportunity to do so. He's heading down the back straight on the tail of Elliot Dalton Ayres, who he is 5 kilos lighter than Nicky. So Nicky has a slight weight advantage in this race. And Elliot Dalton Ayres hasn't been quite as quick as Nicky in general tonight, really. Quite as quick as Nicky. Quite as quick as Nicky so far tonight. And I think that's proving to be the case again here. Nicky Taylor all over the rear bumper of Dalton Ayres as they head out of Club Corner and back across the timing line again. 14.5 minutes to go, and Nicky Taylor wants to try and end this season on a high if he can. Second place in the championship, he claims not to be all that bothered about. I don't believe that for a second personally, but a race victory he certainly would like to try and take if possible. On the brakes, he's turning now into Village Corner. And is he going to have a peek at the inside? Thought about it, just trying to distract Elliot Dalton Ayres maybe. Elliot is a wise campaigner these days, doesn't make many mistakes, isn't easily put off. So Nicky Taylor's going to have to try and get a bit more inventive than that. And how great to have Andy Dorman back in third position again as well, back on the podium again. Showing really strong speed in this second race of the night. In fact, he's catching leading two as they battle. He is starting to close in slightly on the top two. Round the field for the end. Not the end of another lap, actually. What would be the end of a lap if this was the old Grand Prix circuit. We're actually head towards Top's Corner, and this really quick right-hander over a slight little crest in the road. Not a big one, just a little rise on the apex, and you can use that to try and turn the car. Nicky Taylor did that well, took a nice tight line out of the turn again. He's moving out of the slipstream there, just trying to fill the mirrors of Dalton Ayres ahead of him. closes in ever further. Of course, he'll have to try and get a move on here, though, because Andy Dorman is not far behind. Andy's sliding his car through the right-hander. Nicky's had a good exit, though, through Chapel. He's on the tail of Dalton Ayres. He's well within that slipstream, which is Eric Axelson told us after race one. Will make a little bit of a difference round here. Defensive line taken by Dalton Ayres, Nicky back to the outside line. Elliott wanted to move back onto that racing line as well, but quite trust that he cleared Nicky. So went in on a slightly tighter run. Taylor, though, not able to get the exit speed required to launch an attack down at the bottom of the hill. And now Dorman's in the same shot, so they're absolutely together now. Three of the top three runners circulating pretty much nose to tail. Dalton Ayres from Nicky Taylor, almost identical lap times as well, only 100th of a second minute that time around. Dorman quite comfortably quicker than the two of them, and Nicky Taylor almost falling over Elliott Dalton Ayres now, actually, so much more mid-corner speed did Nicky have, and Dalton Ayres just not really able to get out of the way. But we've got one of the lasts in the pit lane, Joel, I think that is, isn't it, who has bailed for the pit lane, so the last race perhaps is done 12 minutes early. It's fair to say Joel hasn't particularly got on with these Porsches. He's had his moments where he's been quick, but Oulton Park and Snetterton spring to mind. Hasn't quite nailed that consistency together over a full championship campaign, which has been a shame. Through Brooklands corner then towards Luffield. Taylor rolls into the right-hander just to try and carry some speed out of Luffield through Woodcote corner past the national pit lane. And this situation now getting a bit trickier for Nicky, though, because if it does go for a move and it doesn't work, you can leave the door open for Dorman. Dorman would be very, very happy to try and steal a second place finish. Yes, he's had 3 podium finishes now, but they've all been third places, so he'd love to improve upon that, get a second place finish. Andy Dorman, I'm trying to remember whether Andy's ever won a race at the VRRC. If he has, it would have been in a tourist car at some point. I think he might have won one on the reverse grid race somewhere, but I forget exactly where. That was from side-by-side action in the background, by the way. Josh Martin and Carl Felvers going wheel to wheel. As Josh Martin's just managed to get back ahead of the champion-elect, so it looks like we're not going to be hearing from Kyle tonight, although he is our champion for the season. Pretty much wrapped that up a week ago anyway. Heads towards Stowe corner then. Can he get back ahead of Josh? He's quicker down the straight, isn't he? Really, because up behind the great Ricard. Number 7 machine stays behind. Head down through the Vale. Left-hander at the club chicane. He's just not able to force the issue there. A bit wide for Martin though. Felvers looks to try and square up the exit, carry some speed out past the pits. Carl having been overtaken, giving in, as you would expect, through Kyle Felvers' fashion. Be fairly relaxed about things tonight, really just needed to stay out of trouble, not pick up any penalties. Good for the title. Defensive line by Josh into Village. Now, is that going to give Felvers a switch back? No, Josh parked the car nicely on the apex. Carl tries to throw it at the inside of the loop. That was a bit of a low percentage move. And he backed out of it. Has he? There's still a slight overlap on corner exit. Josh Martin didn't dare turn into Aintree. Runs wide over the curve. That will now bring Felvers alongside, surely. No, not quite. And Carl Felvers frustrated. He still hasn't got his move made. He's making inside into Woodman's corner. Both of them late on the brakes. But the shortest way through the corner should prevail for Kyle, but no, not quite. The next corner's a right-hander, and Josh Martin slides across the nose of Felvers. They're both sideways through Luffield. Brilliant car control and brilliant racing. They're still side by side, coming off the corner, door handle to door handle, through Woodcote turn and down towards Cops corner. Kyle Felvers on the inside line. Can he finally get his way back ahead of Josh Martin? Almost a lap after Josh initially passed him down at Baggett's Beckett. They're still together. This is astonishing stuff. Josh Martin and Carl Felvers leaving each other plenty of racing room, which is exactly what we want to see. And Josh Martin emerges still in front. Incredible stuff. And Josh Martin is not going to be swayed here, is he? Not going to be knocked out of 4th place without a fight. Now, the race lead, Nicky Taylor up alongside Elliott Dalton Ayres. I can see on the timing screen. Here they come down towards Stowe corner. Taylor trying the long way round. And he's not quite going to work. Dalton Ayres defends it successfully. Andy Dorman in behind as well. So as we turn through the club chicane, you don't know where to look. It's got a proper last day of school feel about it, this race, with no real consequences, I suppose. Who cares, really? Last round of the championship, those championship titles have been won already. And now drivers just want to try and go out on a high with a race victory. Nicky Taylor sees a chance to grab a fourth here, but got to find a way past Elliot Dalton cleanly and quickly, if possible. Just a quick note about the Caymans, by the way. Ben Smith up ahead of Paul Laramie again now, but still behind Kenny Press. He did take 2 seconds out of Kenny on the previous lap, though. There is Ben Smith. You see Kenny off in the distance. Yes, so that's the gap that Ben Smith's got to try and overhaul. Confidence, I think, that he'd be able to do that, really. Now, Nicky Taylor, interestingly there, defending from Dorman now, more than attacking for the race lead. Dalton is starting to check out a little bit, maybe. Taylor just trying to at least make sure of second position here. Worth pointing out that actually, by my maths anyway, even if Taylor fell behind Dorman, it wouldn't make any difference in the championship. He'd still pin Dalton Ayres to second place, but Elliot wants to try and guarantee a race win at least. Elliot has had just the one win, remember, so far this season. That coming a couple of weeks ago. Now he turns out onto the hangs of the straight with Nicky Taylor in his wheel tracks once again. The good overtaking opportunities. This is where Taylor was side by side a lap ago, but able to get quite as close this time around. Towards Stone Corner, then Dalton Ayres goes in. Just on the middle ground there, manages to find an apex. Interestingly, Taylor really not able to apply the same sort of pressure that he was a lap or so ago now. A bit closer to Nicky. Nicky is to Elliot. So towards the conclusion of our final race of the season, Elliot Dalton Ayres, can he hold on to the lead here? Then they hammer the curve through Abbey Corner. Through the left-hand farm to the brakes at Village Corner then. Nicky not quite within striking range for the time being. Behind them, Josh Martin still ahead of Kyle Felvers, I think by a slightly increased margin now as well. So Felvers back again. After having that run at him a couple of laps ago. Briefly get himself back ahead of Josh Martin, but Martin would not be denied. Now over a second clear of Kyle. Different lines taken by all three of the leaders as they turn through Brooklands Corner. Still as the race leader. Cayman still Kenny Press ahead of Ben Smith. There he is, Kenny. Hanging on for now, 5 1/4 minutes to go, I think that is, so it could be a long 5 1/4 minutes here for Kenny. I think Ben is going to catch him, isn't he? But it's going to be nip and tuck here, and if Kenny gets over, gets a bit defensive with Ben, which is perfectly entitled to do, of course, then it might not be a guaranteed victory. Would be a certain irony, wouldn't there, if it was not Paul Laramie who ended Ben Smith's winning streak, but Kenny Press. Paul still stuck behind his season-long title rival. In the Cup class, meanwhile, Andy Dorman there with a big slide heading out through Chapel Corner. So as they descend upon Stowe, drop back away from Nicky Taylor. Does that now just gives Nicky the freedom that he requires to try and pick away past the race leader Elliot Dalton Ayres or not, but he's just close enough for the time being. Club once again, another lap in the books, 4 1/4 minutes to go. Close to the conclusion. Final race of the season then. Through the right-hander at Abbey Corner now in the Cayman class. Prediction from Rich. He says that Smith might not catch Kenny Press. Let's see what the lap time was there. Ben Smith just did a 10.9. Yeah, only a 10th quicker than Kenny on the previous lap. So Kenny's finding a bit more speed. I just noticed Kenny putting in some personal best sectors on the previous laps. Explain a little bit of why Ben Smith's not able to catch him, but some drivers rise to the challenge, don't they? Kenny Press clearly one of them. What about Nicky Taylor? Can he break through the defences? Elliot Dalton Ayres, who's led much of this second race of the night. Turn their way through Brooklyn's big slide there, though, for Dalton. He's struggling now a little bit for rear traction, isn't he? Long race this. It's a tough track on tyres because there are lots of high-speed corners. They tend to wear out the front tyres. Then lots of those low-speed corners where you're accelerating in the traction zones. That wears out the rear tyres, overheats them quite easily as well. Big slide again there, looking at Cops corner. Dalton there's really struggling, and Nicky Taylor's got a run now. This is Taylor's best opportunity perhaps to get alongside Baggins, and Beckett is not usually a place where you make a pass. He's going to try it, is he? No, Dalton there's fends him off just about as they turn through the right, left, flick. Back out onto the Hackney Straight. Wow, what a brilliant battle this is going to be. They're going to have one more lap. It might just be two more laps now at the end of this one. It's going to be touch and go. Perhaps two more laps left yet for Dalton Ayres to defend here. Really happy to defend as they turn through Stoke Corner. Nicky Taylor wide line in, looks for the run on the way downhill. Surely Dalton Ayres will hook that white line, which he does. Forces Nicky to go the long way round. This is surely a ticking time bomb now between these three, because Andy Dorman wants to try and get involved as well. Taylor almost had an overrun there on the inside line. They're going to come across the line with about 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go, and they're lapping in the 2-minute fours. It's going to be touch and go as to whether it's a checkered flag at the end of this lap. I suspect that if they keep on battling, it might be a checkered flag, but it's going to be very, very close indeed, and that makes Nicky Taylor's job pretty challenging as well. He doesn't know how long he's got to make this move. He's got to try and do it on this lap. Is there a gap on the inside of the loop? No, there is not. And Elliot Dalton Ayres is going to see off that particular challenge as well. As they head for a Wellington straight, this is the next passing opportunity, really. Down into Brooklyn's corner. Is Taylor close enough? He's going to think about it. Dalton Ayres certainly thinks that the attack might be fine. Just moves to the middle of the road to cover it off. Is that then going to sacrifice an exit speed? Not really. To Luffield now, where I can spot that little bit of power oversteer from Dalton Ayres a lap ago. Keeps it nicely in check this time, though. Nicky Taylor still frustratedly staring at the back of Elliot Dalton Ayres' car. Towards the right-hander at Cops now. Really, there's only two more passing places. One is down at Stowe, the next at the Vale. Both are pretty easy to defend against, but Nicky Taylor, you can be sure, is going to throw everything at this. Down towards Maggots and Beckett, then through the left, through the right, pivotal, get the car turned in, get a good rotation, get a good exit speed. Both the leaders a bit wide, actually, through the left-hand there, but then Torben gets the right-hander at Chapel completely wrong. And in fact, they've really spread out now slightly as they head down the Hackney Straight for the final time. So it doesn't look as though Nicky Taylor is going to be able to make his move, is he? He's going to have a sensational run through Stowe. He's really sent it in hard, he misses the apex as a result, and that surely now lets Elliot Dalton Ayres off the hook. Elliot Dalton Ayres comes towards the final couple of corners. Dorman, he's actually going to have a little go for second. Nicky Taylor desperately late on the brakes, almost got into the back of Dalton Ayres, actually. But in the end, it will be Elliot Dalton Ayres who wins the battle. Nicky Taylor will win the war, though, and should be second place in the championship. Dalton Ayres the winner. Taylor second, Dorman third. What? Oh, they've got another lap. They've got one more lap. They just squeezed through. There must have been a second on the clock. I thought it was going to be close. So actually, it's not over yet. Elliot Dalton Ayres has got another lap to defend. And Nicky Taylor will be breathing a sigh of relief that he's not lost his opportunity to win the race just yet. So through the loop they go again, and Nicky needs to try and right the wrongs from a lap ago, really. He didn't get a good enough run down the Hanger Straight last time around. That might be his best opportunity to pass, because I don't think he's quite close enough into Brooklyn. So late further back, really, than he was a lap ago. So yes, he's in second for now. Dorman waiting to pick up the pieces if this all goes wrong for the two cars ahead of him. From variety of lines taken head through Luffield corner. As they head for the right-hander at Cops. We've got a nose-to-tail battle still between the two of them there. Now, this is where Taylor looked strong a couple of laps ago. Good run through Cops. Good run through Maggots and Beckett, and maybe there is an opportunity to pass down at Stowe. They're going to catch this traffic. I don't think they quite will. Speaking of catching, by the way, Kenny Press still fending off Ben Smith, although he was significantly slower than Ben on the previous lap. We'll get to the Cayman leaders in a moment, though, because Nicky Taylor's done this much better this time. You can see how tight he was through the right-hander. He fires the car off Chapel corner. maybe a length too far back. It would be a real banzai move this into Stone, but we've seen how confident he is on the brakes a lap ago. Is he going to give this a go? Not into Stone corner, tries to get the car turned in and settled, get on the power, and carry the speed down the hill. Elliott Altairs, though, I think has probably just about done enough here. Taylor is about as far back as he was a lap ago. He's very late on the brakes, and Ricard's in the back of him. That was even closer to contact that time, but Elliott Altairs will hang on and no! Contact between the two of them. Dorman into the back of Nicky Taylor. Where is Josh Martin? Could Josh Martin get onto the podium? I think he will. He's going to get past Dorman, he's going to get past Taylor, and Josh Martin finishes in second place with Nicky Taylor in third. What a finish to the race. I mean, it was not ideal to have them making contact, but Josh Martin's going to be ecstatic with that. Kyle Felmers, meanwhile, comes home in fifth. That will be enough for the championship. We knew that anyway. He was the champion before we even came into the night. He won't get a podium, but he will get a race with a top 5 finish. Right then, what about the Cayman class? Kenny Press is still leading, and you just saw how hard Ben Smith was pushing there to try and catch him. He went off the road, actually, coming through Luffield corner. Remember, it's the last lap of the race for these two as well. Half a lap to go. If Kenny Press doesn't make a mistake here, then Rich Hayden's prediction could prove to be true, and he might just pick up his first victory of the season and break this astonishing winning record that Ben Smith has set throughout the course of the season. He has entered 12 races. He has won all 12 of them on the road, credited with 10 of them after those penalties at Croft. But he has been simply unstoppable. Can Kenny Press do the impossible here and beat Ben Smith to a race victory? If he's going to do it, he'll have to do it with a real scrap on the final lap. They drop down through Stowe corner then. One more overtaking opportunity to go. Is Ben Smith going to be close enough? He might just be a car length or so short here. Down through the Vale they go. He's late on the brakes. Is he as late as Nicky Taylor was? No, he's not. And so as a result, I think Kenny Press might still do this, although Ben Smith is very, very, very quick through the middle of the corner. It's going to be a drag race to the line, out of the final corner. Can Ben Smith pull out of the slipstream and get there? It's not quite going to happen. Kenny Press victorious in the Cayman class. The winning margin was less than a car's length in the end, exactly a tenth of a second. And Kenny Press has done it. Fends off Ben Smith. What a victory that was for him. Yes, he benefited from some of the earlier drama, but hey, you've got to be in it to win it. And he fended off Ben Smith brilliantly. Right to the flag. Fantastic stuff. Chris Blakey comes home to get another podium place. By the way, that's his fourth third place finish in a row. We will have all of the reaction from that sensational final race of the season on the other side of this quick ad break. Well, welcome back, everybody, to the final round of the Porsche Cup here at Silverstone, where we've just had a truly sensational conclusion to our second race of the night. Fantastic racing all around, particularly amongst the leaders in the Cup class, where Elliott Altairs came out on top and got himself a race victory. Elliott, well done. A difficult race to win that one, but you've got to be really happy that you managed to somehow hang on. I've got to be honest, I'm not quite sure how you managed it. Perhaps you could shed some light on that.
I'm not too sure how I'm onto it as well. I mean, Nicky's obviously, I think he got pole, so I knew he was quick. And it was a case of just defending every time he had a go. Until the final corner where I think Andy went into the back of him, and you can probably tell how ecstatic I was. So maybe that's just got me second in the championship, but we will see.
And that's a very good point, actually. That hadn't even dawned on me that might have made a difference, because, yeah, Nicky dropped a couple of positions, so it's going to be close, I think. But even without that, a fantastic drive to the victory there, because it's been a bit hit and miss this season, hasn't it? You've had some races where you've been absolutely on the pace, somewhere maybe there's been it's just not quite clicked for you, really. But even tonight, where you weren't the fastest driver out there, your racecraft really saved you in a way and got you that win.
I mean, opening couple laps were good. I think I got behind Josh, and then I was looking in my mirror, and then I just see Josh sideways across the track. So I think what it was when you go over some curbs, for some reason your wheel just locks up, and it must have happened to Josh, and it spun him. But made it a bit easier for me. Didn't have to try and overtake him. So yeah, not too bad.
Worked well for you, indeed, Elliot. We know that you usually excel in these kind of GT-style cars, so we're going to see you taking part in our World Endurance League next season. That should be right up your street, shouldn't it?
Yep. Yeah, I'm doing it. Looks fun. The cars all look good. The tracks look interesting. So yeah, you can definitely expect me to be there.
And hopefully expect to see you on the pace. Plenty of practice over Christmas, Elliot, and we'll see you for the first round of that championship. But for now, well done on that race win, and we'll reveal what happened with the points in a couple of minutes for you.
Yep. Merry Christmas, everyone. Bye.
There we go. Elliot Dalton, the race winner then in the Cup class. Second place was, in the end, Josh Martin. Josh, exactly what were you thinking as you came around the final corner and saw the mess in front of you?
Oh, it was quite nice. I'm not going to lie.
Quite nice. Yes, absolutely. I mean, I bet you couldn't really believe your eyes. Bit of a shame, because you'd been leading anyway. Now, we didn't actually spot what happened, so you've got free rein to tell us whatever you like here, really. But I'm going to ask you, what happened?
Hey, yeah, I'm quite disappointed, to be honest, because I had another terrible qualifying, but really good race pace. And obviously, I messed up race one by driving into the back of Elliot, trying to overtake him, which was completely my fault. So that kind of put a bit of taste on that race, because that had been a good comeback drive. And then this race, I had the lead. I think I pulled away by a few tenths. I felt really fast, and I took the same line I normally take. Went over that little rumble strip going through turn 2, which I've done like 60 times this evening, and it like completely locked the rear wheels. It's just the thing with this car. It just does it sometimes. You hit a curb and it normally locks a front wheel with me when it does do it. And that's not that doesn't really affect you at all. You just lose a little bit of time. But that's the first time it's locked the rear end. And yeah, it was like, well, it's like the engine season, and I had nothing I could do. And then spinning on going down that little bit of a straight, then going into turn 3, and obviously lost the lead, dropped behind Kyle. And yeah, I was quite miserable sat in 4th place, because I could see they were battling. So obviously I'm going to catch them, but I felt I was quicker and gaining on them like each lap. So yeah, a bit disappointed that I couldn't be there in the fight at the front with them guys.
Well, hey, the result sheets will always say that you finished second, so we can gloss over exactly what happened in the middle. But Josh, good to have you back on the podium. A strong way to end the season, and I'm sure we'll be seeing more of you again next year.
Yeah, definitely. Have a good Christmas, everyone, and New Year, and thanks for putting this championship on. Been a good one. So see you lot next year.
Glad you've enjoyed it, Josh. We certainly have as well. Josh Martin, then second place in the final race of the season, and our final podium finisher. After a bit of an eventful end to the race, Nicky Taylor. Right then, Nicky, your thoughts on how that race went down?
Well, initially, really, really well. Like, it was obviously, I think that's the cleanest first lap I've had, and I don't actually know how I managed to see myself emerge into third from the first lap. Well, I was quite happy with that, and then yeah, it was hard but fair racing with Elliot. Like, he squeezed me a bit. I tried to try any move realistically possible, but none of them really come off. But yeah, into the last corner, I just went in. I think yeah, just just went a bit tighter because obviously Elliot was on the inside line. I was just trying to slow up, and then Andy's got such a good run out the corner that I've tried to defend from it, and I think Andy's tried to get underneath me, and there wasn't that much of a gap. There wasn't really a gap, and it's just kind of gone into me. But yeah, it is what it is, and honestly, I'd be a lot more annoyed if I didn't get second. But we see it. We're okay because I've looked at the points and currently it's 1 point, and I don't know if that's with qualifying, if that gets a point added on, or how that's going to happen.
I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter, as you say, because you're going to be ahead anyway. But yes, 1 point the difference between Nicky and Elliot at the end of the season. For it to come down to that is pretty remarkable, really. But Nicky, it's been great having you on board. I know you've enjoyed yourself over the course of the season, and we look forward to having you. You've got to be doing the minis, right? Of all the drivers who I would say are a definite to sign up for the minis, you've got to be top of the list.
Oh, most certainly. I think I was the first one to sign up for it, so that was good. But yeah, it's been a good championship, and it's nice to see HFT come back and be team champions again after a while, and me and Kyle back in the team. It's nice. It's just been a combination of great things, and honestly, Kyle, it's been a long time coming for Kyle. I'm made up as much as him. I think for him to finally get one, and I think now that he's got one, I think he's going to be a massive threat in more championships because he's going to have that little bit extra now and know how to win a championship and know where and how to put his car and how to sit back. So it's going to be a hard one, but yeah, minis I'm definitely doing, and I hope to God that I can win that because if I'm not up there, then something's gone seriously wrong. But yeah, anyway, it's been a great championship. So thanks to Rich for putting it on, and thanks to everyone who's been involved. And as Elliot said, have a good Christmas.
Yeah, nicely said, Nicky. Thank you for joining us, and well done on another podium finish. Then Nicky Taylor back on the podium. Didn't quite get that 4th victory of the season, but he'll be happy, I'm sure, with a podium finish. Now, we don't have Kenny Press, unfortunately, to have a chat with, which means that we're going to chat instead to our 2nd place driver in the Cayman class. First time I've said that, Ben Smith. 2nd place in the Cayman. Using your touch, mate.
That was poor. No, that was a pretty bad one for me, to be honest. I hit into the back of Sam earlier on in the race, so I waited for him, and so lost a fair bit of time and caught up. I reckon one more lap I would have had him, one more lap, but I don't know. It was really good fun trying to catch up.
Well, I think one more corner you might have had him. Actually, you almost got the overlap coming off the final corner. But those are fun races, aren't they? Really, where you've got that carrot on the stick sort of ahead of you. You're chasing them down. Obviously, really satisfying when you are taking time out of him. But it wasn't every lap, was it? Kenny was putting in some good laps there mid race.
No, I'll tell you what, he must have found something, because when I was getting within sort of 5 seconds, he really put his foot down. I couldn't gain as much time as I was before. So fair play to him. I'll have to send him a message or something. But yeah, it's been really good fun. It's been really good fun.
As has the whole season for you, really. Obviously, the champion, despite missing the opening round of the season. So it's been thoroughly impressive, really, what we've seen from you this season. What comes next for you then? I'm sure we're going to see more of you in 2024. You've proven yourself now in the Cayman class. I'm sure the next step is to try and get up there mixing it with the likes of Kyle and Nicky and Elliot for overall championships.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure I'll be able to hold it with them, but I'm definitely going to be doing the World Endurance, and I'm undecided about the minis yet. I've never done front wheel drive, but I'll see how it goes. I might have to give it a good bit of practice, but yeah, I'll definitely be here, that's for sure.
Good. Music to our ears, Ben, and a huge congratulations on behalf of everyone at the VRRC. Really, really nice to have some new blood in the championship, and a quick driver we're going to be talking about for some time, I think, Ben. Really well done on the championship.
Oh, thank you very much.
So that was our champion and race finisher in our final race of the season for the Cayman class. His championship rival throughout the season, Paul Laramie, came home in 3rd position. And Paul not really able to take the fight to Kenny or Ben in that race, but another podium. It's been a solid, consistent, but I guess maybe slightly frustrating season.
Yeah, it's been good fun. It's been fairly consistent in 2nd for most of it. I was coming out the 1st corner in that race, I was going to be last, so which wasn't helpful. So I had to catch up a little bit, and Kenny certainly had such good pace and consistency. We just couldn't catch him. Managed to get myself back past Chris and John, and couldn't keep up, couldn't catch Kenny. So yeah, but it's overall been really good season. Really enjoyed the cars. Happily race these again. Been good fun racing Ben. So obviously back to the minis and the endurance in the new year.
Yeah, that endurance race, endurance championship, then, are you looking forward to that? They're very different races, aren't they? You've got to have a bit of stamina, a bit of patience. You've got to really pace yourself over 90 minutes. Very different, really, to this style of racing.
Yeah, very different. You really are racing yourself and your mindset to how you want to approach it. Try and pick the right strategy and how you're fielding or how you're doing the tyres. It's a different type of racing, but something I really enjoyed doing. Actually, I enjoyed it when we did it last year, or some part of it earlier this year, and yeah, it's good fun. So yeah, looking forward to that. I think the cars, we've done a bit of testing of the cars. The cars are all pretty good. So yeah, we'll see.
Excellent. Well, we're looking forward to it as well. Paul, thank you for being a good sport all season. Good to have you on the podium so regularly. Hopefully that will continue on into the future. Best of luck for next year.
Thanks, Danny. Thanks, everyone. Happy Christmas all, and see you next year.
Paul Laramie then, second in the championship, third final race of the season. Now, our final driver to have a chat with is Carl Felvis. Carl Felvis, our champion. We haven't actually spoken to him all night because I think it's the first time, Carl, I'm just checking the results. Yeah, first time all season we've not had you on the podium at any point in the night. The championship was already won, I suppose, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, good to have you in here to chat about what has been a pretty sensational season for you.
Yeah, thanks, Andy. I mean, tonight I think we were struggling with the weight, so you know, I was just going around, just trying to stay out of trouble and get those points, and that's exactly what I did.
Yeah, struggling with the weight. Well, this is a difficult track to carry weight at. It's not hilly, but it's quite stop-start. It's such a long lap, isn't it? So I guess that really hurt you. You must have been grateful, therefore, that you had that points advantage and didn't really have to worry about that. Otherwise, it could have been a very different night.
For sure. I think if it was any closer in the points, I think it could have been a difficult one. And yeah, I might have had to try and put up a bit more of a fight, but I think having that points lead was just, yeah, it definitely helped.
Was there a pivotal moment, do you think, over the course of the season where, you know, something really swung in your favour? To my mind, really, you've just been super consistent throughout. But was there a point in the season where you thought, okay, yeah, that's it. I've got a good advantage now. It's looking good.
Yeah, I think from the beginning, I mean, like Brands Hatch, we did a solid race, and from there, we were just trying to replicate that and get the same consistent points. And I think that's what I did, and we didn't really have a bad round as per se.
No, certainly not. I mean, this has been one of the strongest championship campaigns we've seen from anyone, actually. And it always shocks me. Nicky reminded me of this just now. It is your first championship here at the VRRC. It feels like you've been a front runner ever since I started working with the VRRC a couple of years ago. So was that frustration getting to you at all? Were you kind of starting to find yourself thinking, oh, when's it going to happen? Is it going to happen?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I always seem to just get second place. So to win one finally is the best feeling, I think. You know, getting second, that's the worst feeling anyone could ever have. But finally winning one, it's made my year.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice little Christmas present for you. A nice prize heading your way. And what do you think? Do you agree with what Nicky said there, that this is going to help you going forward now to become, well, you've always been a regular championship threat, but to become a regular champion and championship winner now going forward into next year?
I don't know. I don't think it really gave me any new experience. I think I've experienced all of it already so far. So I think it's just about putting in those consistent points and actually performing well, not, you know, learning new things. I think that's all we need to do now.
Minis next then, as far as the next sprint championship. I'm not going to make my joke about front wheel drive because I think we both know that you are perfectly competitive in those cars. Have you done much practice in the Mini? Are we going to see you back to try and defend the championship?
Yeah, I think I'll definitely be trying to fight for it. I know Nicky really, really, really wants it this time, but you know, I'm going to try and put up the biggest fight I can to Nicky just to try and stop it. But you know, Nicky is insanely quick in a front wheel drive, and you can't fault that. He's so used to them. But yeah, it's going to be a good season, I reckon.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Carl, this has been a good season for you, that's for sure. As I said, mightily impressive. One of the best championship campaigns that I've seen in my time here at the VRRC. So, won't be the last that we see of you winning championships, I'm sure. Nicky, a huge congratulations. Kyle, sorry, a huge congratulations from us all here at the VRRC. And we'll see you again next year.
Thanks, Andy, and Merry Christmas, everyone.
And Kyle, just before you go, congratulations from me. That was a really good championship. Very mature driving from you, mate. So well done.
Thanks, Rich.
There we go. Thank you very much. Always nice to have some input from our Lord and Master Rich Hayden, who puts all. Right then, that is it for tonight. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for persevering through the technical issues that we had. Hopefully that's not going to be an issue forward. We will be back in January for a new year of racing here at the VRRC. For now, though, from myself, Andy McEwen, from Rich Hayden, from the absent Jack Oliver, and everyone else who's helped us throughout the last 12 months, we wish you a very, very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you in January.